Welcome to the Bravo Charlie Club podcast, making you 12 and a half minutes more awesome each week. He's Ben. I'm Richard. Let's go. Ben, how are you this week?
I'm well, mate, and I'm here to welcome listeners from Singapore. As you know, I'm dedicated to welcoming new listener countries as they join us. So that would be hello, salam, and ni hao. It's a melting pot of multicultural goodness in Singapore, mate.
It is indeed. I love Singapore. Yeah. Welcome, Singapore.
Yes, and I think going with only 3 welcomes is probably not enough. But that's it. We're in.
We're in.
Hey, my LinkedIn feed, and I mainly spend my time in social media and LinkedIn, is all about self-help industry right now. And there's just so many ways to cut it up. And I just wondered, is there a way that we can just filter it down to something very simple? Because there's too many feel-good quotes. Have you got
There's lots of feel-good quotes, isn't there, really?
Can you help me out? Like, I just want one thing I can write on the wall and just move away.
So I saw one recently, which I did write down. I kind of scrapbook everything into Apple Notes. And
you're the one.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah. I saw this come through in Uncle Sean's five tweets. Go Uncle Sean. It said, "Do what makes mornings exciting and nights peaceful." I love it. I love it. I think the credit was to Shane Parrish because Uncle Sean always credits his sources, but I think it just captured something nice. Yep.
Do what makes mornings exciting, so you're looking forward to getting out of bed.
Yep, exactly. And nights peaceful.
Do what makes nights peaceful, so that you can relax at the end of a day.
Yep.
And get off to sleep, ready for the next day.
Get up to do it all over again. Yeah.
That's it. Nice. So you've literally solved self-help industry in one sentence.
There is some other, you've got to get to that state, I guess.
You're not going to make $1 billion from that, but I think you're probably going to be a much happier person than some of the stuff I've seen being posted.
Yeah.
So I've got an example of that. I've got a friend who was born on April 1st, which around the world is referred to as April Fool's Day, as you would know. She's renamed it April Genius Day. And she does not even hear April Fool's Day. Like, it just doesn't even occur to her that that's a thing. She just thinks that April 1st is April Genius Day. It's her birthday, and it's her mindset. I reckon that just, like, on her birthday, that would make her excited in the morning and peaceful at night.
I love it.
Yeah, it's just a change in mindset, isn't it?
Very nice, very nice.
Yeah, easy. Hey, tell me something. You travelled a lot. We spoke about your Alice Springs trip last week. What do you buy every time you land? Like, what's the one thing that you just have to go past a shop and pick up? There's always something.
There is always something, but every time, even before I check in to the hotel, I usually take tea bags from home because hotel tea is often terrible, and you don't want to buy 100 tea bags while you're out, because then you're just carrying 90 tea bags around for a whole trip. So I take a Ziploc bag. I'll throw a handful in. Let's call it 10 tea bags, maybe for a 3-day trip. But I always get milk, because they give you those little UHT milk things in hotel rooms, but you'll get 4 of them. And that's 1 cup of tea. And it doesn't taste that great either.
And it's UHT milk.
And it's UHT milk, yeah. So, like, I'll get a 600 ml or a 1 litre milk carton and, check in, pop it in the fridge.
So hang on, you come from the airport. You're not saying take me to the hotel. You're saying take me to 7-Eleven.
Well, if you're in Melbourne, there's a 7-Eleven every
corner,
every 50 metres.
Yeah,
so it's usually not that challenging. Yeah. How about yourself, Ben?
Jelly beans.
Jelly beans.
I always land and buy jelly beans, and I have to send my wife a photo of them.
Have you got a type of jelly bean? Do you go Jelly Belly, or do you just go standard glucose jelly bean, or where do you stand?
Honestly, it's whatever's on sale normally, to be honest. Being diabetic, you eat enough of them to not be too attached to it. If I'm really on my game, I actually carry Skittles. which is my go-to because they come in a pre-packed 15-gram, satchel, sachet. But I have to send a photo of them to my wife, and
to prove that you've purchased.
Well, A, that I've landed safely, and B, that I've got hypoglycemic, backup.
Yeah.
The reason for that is my insulin pump used to have a function where it would Bluetooth to your phone, and then you could add a care partner, and it would send the status to that. And obviously, I had Tanya on there while I was doing the beta test.
Oh yes.
And one day I had a hypo, and I was in Melbourne, and she had to geolocate me to find out which hotel I was in. And then rang the hotel, asked them to take me up a pineapple juice or orange juice, and I got a knock on the door. And when you're hypoglycemic, you're basically not very conscious. No, you're conscious unless it's going really bad, but you're not aware. And I still got this knock on the door, and this guy standing there with a pineapple juice saying, "Here, your wife says to drink this." And I was like, "What? My wife's here?"
What?
But it was all because of this technology where she was looking at my blood glucose levels and going,
"That's fascinating." So was it right? Were it actually?
She was right. Yeah, I was in all sorts of strife. Possibly saved my life. And
wow, that's full on. That's kind
interestingly,
of awesome.
I got charged for the pineapple juice when I took it.
Of course. That'll be $17, sir.
Yeah. So plus service charge. But look, honestly, that's sort of become a thing for us. So I have to tell her I've landed safely, and that I've got appropriate backup. So it works well, and haven't had a miss since.
Excellent.
I've certainly had hypos since, but I've always been prepared. So there you go. Hey, any listener feedback coming through the door?
We did have some listener feedback this week. Ben may have been slightly directed at you with RE, your position on snorkels in pools.
Snorkels? This is a gift I keep on giving.
It's still going.
Hold on. Let's put this to bed.
Yeah, he mentioned that if you were truly swimming as if training for escaping a burning boat, he asked if you swim without goggles in casual clothes.
Oh, fair call.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So the call out was I was unhappy with people using snorkels in pools. And I said at the time that I'd like to think I was, training as if I was running or swimming away from a burning boat. Yeah, okay. I'll hopefully, we can put this to bed. But you're right. I do swim with goggles, and I do wear normal swimming attire, which I would argue you could probably strip down to if you're on a boat anyway. But yeah, I'll take it on. Take it on.
Fair call.
I got one here. EL actually asked if you were a window man, Richard.
I am.
On the
plane, all the way. Yep.
And I'm the aisle man all the way. Who has jurisdiction on the blind in the window?
Well, as the window man, I'd say the window man.
Yeah,
of course. Well, I think you do. You've got the window man's got control. The aisle man can put a request in.
Yeah.
But
how is the request normally met? Like if someone leans over, they have to pass some sort of test first.
I don't think I've actually ever had anyone ask me to close or open the blind.
Yeah.
Apart from the stewardess. It's like, we're coming in for landing. Please put your blinds up. What? Noise cancelling headphones are great. So,
So there's the ranking right there. It's the aisle man at the bottom, the window man in the middle, and the stewardess at the top.
Yes, yeah.
Got it. And heaven forbid we see the pilot.
Yeah. That's not. Oh, good. That's bad. That's
fair enough.
Not good. Yeah.
All right. Oh, that's good. Thanks for the feedback. And if you do want to leave feedback, drop us an email, hello@bravocharlie.club, or join us in the Inner Sanctum. The link will be in the show notes. Or just, respond to comments. I noticed at Spotify you can actually leave a comment.
I know. We've started to get a few come in. It's exciting.
I've responded to a couple, which is fun. Got a beautiful comment, actually, about our piece on eulogies. and a gentleman wrote a
yes,
very heartfelt message about the number of eulogies he'd actually had to give and how it was an honour and a gift to remember a person. Really appreciated that feedback from listener MR. Hey, mate, the conundrum of the week. What is the appropriate amount of your neighbour's lawn that you can mow on the sidewalk?
The appropriate amount.
Yeah. So you know when you got that adjoining.
Yeah.
Do you go all the way across to their driveway, or do you have to leave a neat line? Like, what's the etiquette? What do you follow?
Well, I think it's a bit like, the whole this week, this Monday, next Monday kind of thing, where it depends on the day you're kicking off from as to whether you use the this or the next. So if you've only got a couple of meters between, I would say, your boundary and their driveway, you just mow up to the driveway because it looks better. But if you've got 15 meters there, I'm probably not going to mow 15 meters of my neighbour's lawn. Maybe I would if I'm out there already.
If they brought you a beer.
If they bought me a beer, I could be bribed. I'm easily bribable.
Yeah, you've proven that across the journey.
So I think, it's case specific.
It's interesting that you mentioned that, because our home, the part to my neighbour's lawn is about 3 or 4 meters, and so it's a no-brainer for me.
Yeah, you just mow it. Just mow that little bit. And then,
if it took me more than 90 seconds, I'd be going really slow.
Yeah.
But our front section is 15 meters, like it's 12 or 15 meters, like what you said. And my neighbour mows it. So he's mowing this 3 or 4 meter section.
That guy's a champion.
So I just take him a bottle of wine from time to time. I don't even know if he drinks wine, but it's always gone.
Yeah.
But the nicest person I've probably never spoken to. He just always wants to mow my lawn. So, it's an interesting one. So we haven't really solved it, though. It's going to come down to the person. And to your point, it comes down to the day, like how you're feeling.
But some amount, I think that there's.
I think you need. I'd probably challenge you on that. I think you need to be consistent. Like if you mowed it one time and then cut it off the second time, I reckon the neighbour would be like, "Hang on, what have I done? Did I not put the bins out?
What's going on here?"
Yeah. Like if you used to give someone a birthday card and then you stopped giving them a birthday card, like, it's a tough one. Like I told everyone on my 50th birthday that I was forgetting everyone's birthdays. I was no longer remembering them because that was a line in the sand. I was very good.
You're allowed to forget.
Yeah. I was very good at remembering birthdays up until a certain point. And I was like, nah, I've turned old. So
you've got processes and systems. Surely they're all in your calendar. You've got a birthdays calendar. I know you do.
I deleted them.
Oh, did you? There you go.
Most of them. All the people I told I was forgetting birthdays, I deleted theirs. We've moved away from the lawn part, but it's an interesting. That'll bring me on to probably another conundrum, which is how late is too late to mow the lawn?
I
think we
something to unpack next week.
Yeah, we'll touch on that one. Well, that's it, Richard. With listeners who have been BCC'd on our week. In next week's show, what we are actually asking is what exactly is a money can't buy experience? I'd love to hear your thoughts on that one. See you next week. Bravo, Charlie Club. Out.
And that's the pod.